Welcome to the Blue and Orange Breakfast Show. We got some interesting topics. Oh boy, did we get a whole lot of information on Giannis Antetokounmpo and his recent statements. He finally speaks in a tell-all interview. He also puts up an interesting social media post. We're going to dissect that as well. We got a big game tonight against the Denver Nuggets. Do the Knicks have a shot? Will the win streak continue? I'm here to tell you that I think it does, but we'll talk about that as well. Jalen Brunson identifies himself as a below-the-rim defender, and he also clears up. Finally, he speaks out on this players-only meeting. The Minnesota Timberwolves, are they a threat? They're working hard to try to pull off the trade. We'll give an update on that as well. Also, I got some updates on the Milwaukee and their pick scenario. We're going to break down how that also has to do with this upcoming Giannis trade and why they are moving the way they're moving. So we're going to talk about this on the Blue and Orange Breakfast Show. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibe, man. Tell a friend that we live, man. Welcome to the show. Man, first of all, before we start this show, you already know how we got to get down. Good morning. What's good? I see all the channel members in the building. Big time salute to Crim's dad, Mellow Mike. To all the people that was here early, I see the super producer, Maxine, in the place to be. I see Buzzer Beater and a couple of regulars. Big time salute to you guys. Welcome to the show. Man, before we begin, we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. So you guys got to help us out and do your part. We noticed in the last 28 days that only 56.6% of viewers, right, are not subscribed. We need you guys to hit that subscribe button to make sure you guys are getting access to all the cool content. We got a lot of big things popping off. We're doing the first ever 24-hour marathon stream is going down February the 13th, okay? And this will be right here on our YouTube channel, the very first Knicks Fanathon, all right? And the goal of this 24-hour stream is to push us to 10,000 subscribers. Okay, so that 56.6% needs to help get us there. You guys are watching. All you gotta do is subscribe. When you subscribe, you hit that bell icon so you get all the notifications, and you can see us on February 13th as we're going to be making history, man. The first ever 24-hour live stream. And it might have to be 24/7 because we got to get to that 10,000. The 10,000 subscribers is a must. So make sure you guys are there. We're very excited about it. We're planning it every day. Big time salute to everybody in the building, man. So how I'm going to start this show off is how I start off every show. You know, we want to take a look at the league and the landscape. I mean, there's been some moves. You know, everybody's trying to get better. And I'm telling you right now, it's not over. It is not. So the Knicks, we need to, well, of course, we got the big Giannis thing, but if that doesn't happen, the Knicks, I still think they need to make some type of tweak because these teams are definitely trying to make some things happen, and you don't want to find yourself on the outskirts looking at a team trying to make a moves like the Cavaliers, for example, getting James Harden. Now, I don't think that makes them necessarily much more of a threat. Like, I ain't scared now. I'm not scared of the Cleveland Cavaliers because of James Harden, but it just shows you the aggressiveness that these teams have in trying to make moves happen. So, you know, you can't rest on your laurels. You can't be too comfortable. So the Knicks may have to do something. So let's take a look at the league. Of course, last night we blew out. I mean, like I told you. So hold on. Didn't I not tell you yesterday on this show that we were going to smack the Wizards by 32 points? I could have sworn I told you that. Man, big kudos and salutes to me. All right, all you got to do is listen to the morning show and you get a nice little parlay because I'll break down the game. I study the game, but I told you it was going to be 30, not 20. I said 30. All right, so big time to the boys in orange and blue. Of course, we did a post-game show last night breaking that down. Then we did the Nuggets and the Pistons. I actually saw this game, and it was a good game. The Pistons were dominant, but then the Nuggets made a late game run, and so the Pistons were able to win it down the stretch. But I'm telling you right now, tonight's game against the Nuggets will be a test to see how good our defense is once again. I know we beat a top 10 defense or top 7 defense in the Lakers, but the Nuggets are the #1 offense. So we got to see exactly how we'll do it. That's going to be major. The Jazz Pacers, nobody cares. We know the Jazz made a big trade for Jaren Jackson Jr., and their plans are to play Jaren Jackson with Markkanen and with Bailey and all of those guys they got with Kessler. I don't know. They got so many guys, 6'10". What are they going to do? They're going to start a 6'10 army? I don't get it, but that's Utah. The Lakers beat the Nets. Nobody cares. Hawks versus Heat. The Heat got interested. The Hawks got an interesting rate. Big time salute to my man, Jalen Johnson. Not just because he went to Duke, but he's also a main contributor to my fantasy team. He had like 80 fantasy points yesterday. So that was cool to see that. Of course, the Celtics remain tied with us in second place after they defeated the Dallas Mavericks. Okay. The Chicago Bulls lost to the Bucks in a shocking twist. The Bucks get a win without Giannis. Wow. Of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder completely smack the Magic. Now, I didn't get a chance to really check this game out, but I want to know did Franz play? Okay, so Franz didn't play. So Franz is still not there. So the Magic are not going to be the Magic until Franz get back. We know we don't make excuses, but Franz is their best player. And the Sixers smacked the Golden State Warriors, who are also trying to make a push for the Giannis Antetokounmpo. They put everything on the table. They were willing to risk everything. And then the Suns beat the Portland Trail Blazers in a very, very late game. It was like 1 o'clock. I'm talking to Max. We already off the stream. And I'm like, damn, the Suns and the Blazers are going into the fourth quarter. So that's the scores from last night. I'm going to give a big time salute to my man, Buzzer Beater, for the super chat. He said, holy is. I suggested that. I plan on being there. Yo, Buzzer Beater, it's funny. When you said that when you mentioned it, I said, yo, we may have something in store. We already had it planned. We just didn't share it. But it was just kind of great minds think alike when you brought it up. Of course, I wasn't ready to let the cat out the bag, but we definitely was planning. That's why I responded the way I did. I'm not sure if you remember, but I do appreciate that support, Buzzer Beater. And by the way, to everybody else who can't call up when we open up the phone lines later, you can feel free to do like my man Buzzer Beater did, send a super chat, and I will respond to your message on the screen. So we do appreciate all the support. Big time salute to my man Buzzer Beater. All right. Just to give you that option, because I know you guys are probably at work or, you're at home with the kids or whatever you're at and you want to call in, you definitely can. And I mean, you could send in a donation if you can't call in. All right. We get back to research mode. So that was the games from yesterday. And then tonight, of course, we know we got this matchup against the Denver Nuggets. We are a strong favorite against a top 10 team, -6.5, the Knicks early. So we're going to get into that a little bit later. Of course, the Raptors and the Timberwolves, this should be a good game. Pretty interesting. Some former Knicks battling each other. Then you got the Celtics and the Rockets. That's another good game. Wow, there's a lot of good games on the night. Bucks, Pelicans, nobody cares. Thunder, Spurs. Ooh, wait, hold on. Is this like a super matchup night in the NBA? I got like 4 games I got to watch tonight. Damn. Thunder and the Spurs, they're going to be throwing down. They're going to be throwing down. Grizzlies versus the Kings. Nobody cares. Clippers versus the Cavs. Ooh, they just did the trade. They just traded Harden to the Cavs. So does Harden makes his debut tonight? Ooh. Hold on. I wonder if Harden makes his debut tonight. Let's see. Oh, Harden's out. Okay, he's going to be out. I know Garland's out because he's dealing with the toe. But that would have been interesting to see if Harden would have made his debut while being traded. I was going to say this is proof that the NBA is scripted. I'm just joking. The NBA is not scripted. I don't really believe that. I kid when I say that, when I talk about NBA cheat codes. But because, the truth is always stranger than fiction, no matter what. So I don't think you could script some of the stuff that we see in the league. But that's all for the news around the league, man. Continue to smash that like button and let the algorithm know that this is the place to be in the afternoon. The Blue and Orange Brunch Show. It started as a breakfast show, went to a brunch show. But a big time salute to you guys. Let me jump to my first time. I want to talk about Jalen Brunson for a second because for a multitude of reasons. He talked about the team meeting, but I wanted to start with this team defender stuff. So let me put this on the screen. I'm not sure if I could play this. Let's see. I think this might be the video. But Jalen Brunson. Let me see if I can get the audio to this. Hold on, 2 seconds. Get the audio to this so y'all can hear it. But Jalen Brunson recently spoke about his defense, and his defense has been much improved. I would say during this whole win streak, during this defensive renaissance that the Knicks are going through. And I argue that Brunson, he's a better defender than what you think he is, right? He's a better defender than what you think he is. Give me 2 seconds. Let me try to troubleshoot this sound. Make sure you guys could hear it. 2 seconds. Okay, I know what I got to do. I want to make sure you guys could hear my man, Captain. But he basically was just talking about, his improved defense. And, I feel like people give Captain a lot of flack because they say, oh, well, he's not somebody who he's good on the ball. So y'all equate on the ball defense with just defense, period. On the ball defense is a huge aspect of defense, but it's not the only aspect of defense. Okay. Like defense is something that has multiple facets. Like rebounding is a part of defense. Like Towns is the best defensive rebounder in basketball. That means he does something defensively that's a attribute on defense. It's his ability to end the possession. Not a lot of people crash the glass like him. He's the best rebounder in basketball, the undisputed best rebounder in basketball this season. Karl-Anthony Towns, who some of you guys don't think he's a center, but the guy we get ready to play tonight plays no defense. Jokic plays no defense, and nobody says nothing about it. I'm gonna go on a Jokic poor defense campaign. Every time people talk about Jokic, right? I'm gonna say, oh well, he don't play no defense. He don't play no defense. I'm gonna make sure I do that. I'm gonna keep my foot on Jokic's neck because nobody talks about his defense. There's only Towns. Towns, yeah, he's not a good defender. Oh yeah, he's not a good defender. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of it. I really am. Let's try to refresh this and see if the sound will play now. Do you guys hear the sound?
I know Josh jokes and joke about your defense, I think is fun, but how much do you take pride in being able to not just be known as an offensive player, but to be able to contribute on that end? And how do you feel like you've done as this team defense has picked up too?
Yeah, I feel like I've been better as of recently. Gonna give effort every single time. I'd be a below the rim protector with my charges.
He said I'll be a below the rim protector with my charges.
And just find a way to impact the game on that side of the floor as best I can.
Now, I know he was joking. He was saying it lighthearted, but honestly, I'm going to give credence to that. That like drawing charges is a part of defense, bro. Like you could try to clown it. You could try to make it like, let me just yeah, so you could try to clown it. You could try to make it seem as though it's nothing. But how many times did Brunson draw a major charge to stop a fast break bucket that could have, changed the energy of the game or changed the direction of the game? Because basketball is about energy. You get one bucket, that could lead to a 14-0 run, similar to what the Knicks did last night against the Wizards. that he impacts the defensive end. And also, most nights he's guarding the fifth man. These dudes don't be getting off. Like his defense on the little point guard for the Washington, what's his name? Carrington. In the first half, if you watch Jalen Brunson's defense, I thought it was outstanding. I'm like, oh, snap. Yo, Captain staying in front of him. You know, because that kid Carrington got a little, you know, handles, and he likes to he gets aggressive. He could get downhill. You know, he could get by defenders. I thought Captain did a good job. Now, in the third quarter, that's when Carrington began to turn up, right? But I thought that he did a good job. You know, if you ask me. But what say you? What do you think about Jalen Brunson's defense, or much improved defense? I'm going to try to get the defensive rating for him in the last 5 games on the screen, because some of you guys like that stat. I also want to show you, you know, how much of a team stat it is. But, man, you know, Jalen Brunson, he's doing his thing. To me, and the key thing for me has always been the personnel around Jalen Brunson. Big time salute to Jordan Clarkson, right? Big time salute to Jordan Clarkson. He had a good game. He started out kind of shaky, but he did have a good game against the Washington Wizards. But I don't need another guy on the floor who don't play defense, bro. Like, Jalen Brunson has to be the only guy that's a liability on the ball defense. On the ball defense. I don't think you should have anybody else on your roster that should have issues on the ball. And I don't think that, you know, Captain is a liability when you pair him with the right guys. But he does play defense. I just want to touch on that. And I'll be back with more after these messages.
Real question. Do you actually know basketball, or do you just watch it? Because most fans watch games and talk, but they're not breaking anything down. No tracking, no documentation, no real analysis, just reactions and baseless opinions. 82 Nights changes that, though. Over 200 pages to analyze what you're watching, track rotations, break down patterns, highlight players, take actual notes. That's how you go from someone who watches to someone who knows. That's how your basketball IQ levels up. Link in chat, hardcover or soft. Stop guessing, start documenting today.
Big time salute to Maxine for another nice message letting us know about the 82 Nights, the official basketball intelligence system. Once again, you could use this beyond the 82 Nights. You could also use this for the postseason. Document this next season. You just never know. It could be a Giannis trade, and we could win the championship. I'm just saying. Or we could win the championship without a Giannis trade. But the best way to document it is by getting the 82 Nights basketball system. And you could expand your knowledge beyond the horizon. I think it'll call a message from the super producer. We got some breaking news in the Giannis. What? Oh my God, Wendy. Oh man, we got another Wendy update, y'all. That may shape the entire direction of the show. Holy cow. Holy cow. If this news is true, we are screwed. I'm just letting you know that right now, New York City. If this news, hold on. I'm being spooky right now. If this news is true, I'm scared. Man, I just threw away everything that I wanted to say, Maxine. How you going to send me an update like that? I'm going to get to that update in a second. Man, what's going on? Before I get to that update, I got to do 2 things really quickly, right? Because there's a lot going on. I do want to put this on the screen really quickly. I'm getting to some Giannis stuff before that update that Max just sent. Oh boy, it's going to make some of us mad. Just blame Brian Windhurst. All right, blame that guy. All right, it's his fault. It's not my fault. Really quickly, as I troubleshoot research mode, not sure what happened to research mode. It's okay. This is what we do. Bam. All right, cool. So just really quickly, I told you I wanted to give an update on the team meeting. Brunson said that, because I make this a big deal because I take this thing seriously, and I told you that the players meeting narrative was a joke. But anyway, Brunson said that he merely spoke up after a bad loss to the Mavericks and during the short time before Mike Brown entered the locker room. It was just me voicing my opinion after the game against Dallas, Brunson said Tuesday. It wasn't me calling a team meeting. Well, I told y'all, it's not a team meeting. We meet after games. I said something before the coach walked in. That's it. Stop trying to make it a goddamn big deal, ESPN. Stop trying to make it a goddamn big deal, old media. Like we got issues and we got drama and we got tension. We don't. Knock it off, goddammit. I'm tired. Oh, yeah, the player, because they say it on TV. Oh, the players only meet. And then you guys call me up talking about a players only meet. And then I got to say it was not a goddamn players only meeting. And then I got to show you what an example of a players only meeting is. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. To get into some Giannis stuff now, before I got this message from Maxine, I was going to share this. I'm going to get this on the screen as well. Because there's a lot of reports coming out with Giannis, and I'm beginning to be like, listen, y'all, we got to wait to see what happens because it's just too many people saying too many different things. And it's really stressing me the hell out. So this is what I see. This is what was said last night on NBA TV. I'm going to put this on the screen so y'all can see it, right? I'm not going to play the audio, but I'm going to put this on the screen so y'all can see it. All right? So, hold on. Damn, I don't got it. Hold on. My fault, y'all. My fault. Hold on. I don't think I got the exact quote. I'm going to have to read it. All right? So this bear with me reading right now. All right? So this is what Chris Haynes said on NBA TV. All right? He said, we have no idea, but the Timberwolves continue to be the hottest team connected to the 31-year-old megastar. This is where we was yesterday, the Minnesota Timberwolves, with reports coming out late Tuesday that Giannis would be thrilled to play with Anthony Edwards in Minnesota. They are still much in play for Giannis. Chris Haynes said on NBA TV, this is what I can tell you. If they were to hook up, I'm talking about those two, Giannis and Anthony Edwards, I'm told Giannis would be thrilled at the prospect of teaming up with Anthony Edwards. Take that for whatever it's worth. Minnesota still has work to be done because they still have to convince Milwaukee that they have the right package. Which, couple of things with that statement, right? And I'm sorry I couldn't get it on the screen. One, I think that he would consider going to play with Ant-Man. Because Ant-Man would be the best player he's ever played with. That's my argument for Jalen Brunson, for bringing him to New York, that Jalen Brunson would be the best player that he's ever played with. Right? But the pushback that we gave yesterday, me and a couple of the callers that called in, big time salute to the callers, man, as always. I will open up the phone lines in a second. We said that why would he want to go to another Milwaukee? This is another small market team that hasn't shown us any willingness to spend a lot of money. Yes, they spend money. They've been a first April team. They've been a second April team, right? Or on the verge of being a second April team. But when it was time to put that bag up, yes, I get it. They didn't want to spend it on Cat. They'd rather spend it on Giannis. I get that. But even after they get Giannis, if they so happen to get Giannis, will they be able to continue putting their pieces around them, or are they thinking about that $200 million plus tax they had to pay just a couple of years ago? So I'm not convinced that Minnesota is a place that Giannis wants to go to based off that. But Chris Haynes says he knows somebody who knows somebody, and there may be some interest in him teaming up with Ant-Man. Okay? So what I'll do is I'm going to open up the phone lines, all right? 646-995. Call up, voice your opinion. Let us know your thoughts on the matter. You can call up, and then I'm going to get into, after your calls, we got some Giannis updates to get to. And based on this now, We might have to change the entire angle of the show because I'm telling you, this latest message I got is going to get you guys upset. All right, so we do got our first caller. All right, so let me get this brother on the line. And of course, the 3-minute call rule is in effect. All right.
Oh, come on.
What's going on, Yuri? Talk to me. Can you hear me? Hold on. 2 seconds.
Hello,
get
hang
my
on.
man Yuri. I got you, Yuri. Hold on. That wasn't you. That was me. That wasn't you. That was me. Hold on. Who's this? I'm not sure what that was. Try to get my man Yuri on. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. See if we get my man Yuri back on the line. Okay. Somebody trying to spam my phone lines. Hold on. Might have to hit the block button. Hold on. See if I get Yuri now.
Okay,
Hey,
let's
Yuri.
try this again.
What's going on,
Come
Yuri,
on.
man?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Come on.
Can
Jesus
you hear
Christ.
me? I don't know
Yo,
what's
come on.
going
Can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you. Hold on. I don't know why he can't hear me. We're gonna work through the technical difficulties, man. He should be able to hear me though. I don't know why he can't hear me. Pretty strange. Yup. I'm gonna deal with that in a second. 646-995-8389. Call up. I'm gonna go to a commercial break and I'll be back after I troubleshoot these lines.
The Objective Knicks fan is officially partnering with creators and brands this year. If you have a product, service, business, or personal brand and you want exposure to thousands of passionate New York Knicks fans, turnkey promotional opportunities are now available. Here's what's being offered. Ad rotations, a 30-second ad placed throughout a full episode, including the opening and mid-show breaks. Maximum visibility with links in the description, reaching both live viewers and replay audiences. Now we have the Business Spotlight, a full 30-minute interview feature highlighting your brand, your journey, and how fans can support you. Includes logo placement in the thumbnail, direct links in the description, cross-promotion across platforms, and permanent evergreen content on the channel. And last, we have co-host opportunities, where you can appear as an official co-host on the Blue and Orange Breakfast Show or Knicks Nocturnal. Your name in the title, in the thumbnail, equal airtime, and full promotional support across the Objective Knicks Fan Network. To activate and grow with us, go to linktree.com/theobjectivefan now.
All right. Big time salute. We're gonna get into the news. I'm still trying to work on getting the phone lines corrected. I'm not sure what happened with the phone lines, but I am working on that. I am troubleshooting. But I'm gonna get to the breaking news because I know this is why a lot of you guys are here. So yeah, we may be screwed, man. We just got some news. This is from the executive producer. Okay. She sent me an article. And I was trying to troubleshoot the lines, but this is what it just says. So this is behindthebuckpass.com. I'm not sure what source they got up in here. I think it's from Wendy, but the Heat took the lead in the Giannis Antetokounmpo sweepstakes. Did you guys hear me? The Miami Heat have taken the lead in the Giannis Antetokounmpo sweepstakes. To all of you guys that's saying, "Oh, I don't want Giannis and I don't need Giannis," this is the trouble with us not being aggressive and going after Giannis. This is the problem with us not making the move happen because you got other teams that are trying to get. You can't be so high and mighty and think that, oh, yeah, we're good because we won 6 games in a row, when just 6 games ago, y'all were ready to throw the season in the trash. Just 6 games ago, y'all was, this team is not good enough. We need to do something. That was 6 games ago. Now you get 6 wins in a row. We don't need Giannis because we good. We got what it takes to win, right? But now the scenario is this. You got a team like Miami who knows how to win championship. Notice the teams that you're competing with. You're competing with the Golden State Warriors. You're competing with the Miami Heat. Franchises that have gotten superstars and that has won championship. Your franchise, the New York Knicks, hadn't done none of that, and that's why the Knicks don't win no championships. But then y'all want to tell me, oh yeah, we're going to continue with the program. We seen this before. We seen what the Knicks did when they had 2 All-Stars, 1 All-Star, 1 All-NBA. They didn't do nothing. They didn't win no championship. The Miami Heat are now the favorites, y'all. The Giannis trade landscape just shifted dramatically, and Miami suddenly in the driver's seat. While everyone assumed New York was the runaway favorite, 2 veteran reporters just revealed the Knicks aren't even seriously pursuing him. What? The Knicks aren't seriously pursuing him? Wait, come again? The Knicks are not seriously pursuing him. Does that mean that we honestly believe that OG Anunoby is going to make us a favorite to win a championship? Does that mean that we think that Mikal Bridges, they're going to make us the favorites to not go to the final? I don't give a damn about going to the finals. I want to win a championship. So we believe that those guys are going to guarantee us a championship? So we are in this high and mighty position to not do a Giannis trade? Are we serious? New York the Knicks aren't even seriously pursuing him, and Giannis would actually prefer Miami as his backup destination. You're going to allow Pat Riley to go get somebody who would be big time, and he will come back to haunt you. I'm telling you right now, he will. He goes to Miami, he's going to come back to haunt you. You could think that, oh, we still got the better team, and I'm telling you right now, and I said this, and I've been consistent. This is what I do on this microphone. I don't cap. I don't make things up. I give you a well-informed position. And what I'm trying to tell you right now is that the Miami Heat have the cachet to get the deal done for a package that is not going to be what you think it's going to be. It's not going to be what you think it's going to be. They're going to have a good team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they get another star to go with them. And that's how you win the championship. I'm going to go get Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then I'm going to build a team around him. Not I'm going to go assemble a bunch of guys, and I'm going to get this guy, then I'm going to get that guy, then I'm going to fire the coach. And then you got a guard like Tyler Kolek and Jordan Clarkson coming off your bench, and you're going to tell me that this team is built around Jalen Brunson, a whole bunch of dudes that can't play no defense, and you wonder why your defense was ranked number 20th. And now, yes, he's made the change. He sat Kolek and Clarkson. We don't need those guys in the rotation. They don't play no defense. We're going to keep it tight with Deuce, Shamet, and Mitch to try to protect the defensive vulnerabilities that comes with Captain, who's not a great on-the-ball defender. I appreciate that. Big time salute to them making that adjustment. But is that enough to guarantee me a championship? No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. This is crazy, man. Longtime insider Brian Windhurst dropped the bombshell. ESPN explaining why the Knicks were quiet. We talked about that. Howard Becker, the Ringer, appeared on Zach Lowe's show and revealed something more significant about Giannis' actual preference. again, in doing the Giannis story and talking to people around the league, Miami was suggested to me as a place Giannis would really love to land if it's not New York. Do I need to remind you when we first broke this story, or like maybe right after when we started talking about this Giannis stuff on this channel? What did his mother do? The same day, that Wednesday, what did his mother's do? She put up a picture of him in Miami. Was Giannis' mom right all along? Did she convince the Greek freak to take his talents to South Beach? And y'all want me to be happy about OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges in terms of winning a championship. Not being good, not being first in the East, second in the East, and getting there and winning 6 games in a row. Yeah, they could do that. They could do that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about being the best. Okay, you're the best team in the East. Can you guarantee me a championship? You can't do that, New York City. This guy can. You know why? Because this guy did it at the highest level. I'm just keeping it real this morning. So this wasn't even what the show was about this morning. I completely had to pivot to this crap because the Knicks are about to drop the ball again and allowing Pat Riley to get a superstar when you had the opportunity, but now, oh, we won 6 games in a row. You better not lose these next 3. What y'all gonna say we lose these next 3 games? What y'all gonna say? Y'all gonna have the same energy? Because y'all gonna see the same news, them old media news sites say, oh, the Knicks are not all of that. And y'all gonna drink the Kool-Aid. Because that's what y'all do. Y'all follow what the narrative says. Oh, last year we were 0-10 against the top 3 teams, right? Well, we getting ready to play 3 of the top 3 teams in the league in this next stretch. We didn't even get the OKC yet. What happens if we blow these next games? I saw y'all. This is why I do content. I saw y'all when we went 2-9. Y'all went off the deep end. Notice my energy. Notice my energy. When we were 2-9, I wanted Giannis. When we're 6-0, I want Giannis. I don't move. I don't move. I don't have these fleeting views based on moments. I look at things in 10-game increments. That's why I do the Knicks in 10 show. I don't look at 1 loss, 2 wins. I go 10 games. 10 games gives you a solid body of evidence. All right? It gives you a solid body of evidence. But the Miami Heat are showing us this is what they're going to do to go get that superstar because they know that's what it takes to win the championship. You see what they try to do with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo and Hero. They got to the finals, right? What did the Pacers do with Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam? They got to the finals, right? What are we going to do with OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges? We're going to get to the finals, right? But are we going to win the goddamn championship? Screw that. I need to get Giannis Antetokounmpo. It gives me an unfair advantage. There is no fairness in basketball and greatness. Only a few can be there. You do not have greatness on your team. We pray. Oh, let me do a Jalen Brunson prayer. We pray that Jalen Brunson could be that guy. We didn't know that Jalen Brunson was going to be this good when we first got him. We didn't know that. We didn't know that Jalen Brunson was going to be 2-time All-NBA second team on the verge of first team. We didn't know that. We knew he was nice. We saw what he did in the postseason. But we didn't know he was going to be this nice. But even though he is this nice, he's not that. He's not. And I love Brunson. I really do. But we got to keep it all the way 100,000 stacks. So Miami is officially ahead of everyone in the sweepstakes. I agree with that because I don't think Minnesota has a shot. They're too small of a market. it's official then. Then many teams around the association initially pegged Giannis as preferably landing spot, isn't aggressively pursuing them, all because they're happy with their current roster. Stupid. That's dumb. Oh, okay, I thought I got disconnected. We good. That's dumb. Oh, yeah, we like our roster. This is just like 96. Had the opportunity to trade for Shaq. No, we good with Patrick Ewing and the rest of the Knicks. And how did it play out from 96 on? Oh, yeah, I'm good with OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. They ain't win nothing ever. No accolades, no awards. Oh, one defensive team, two defensive teams between them. No, Maxine, I don't give a damn about the chat. Listen, if you want me to read your messages because you disagree with me, right? I don't need to talk to people who don't want to spend no money. I'm not going to respond to you if you ain't spending no money. I'm just going to say it like that. I don't need to talk to you. You want me to respond to your messages? You know what you got to do. You send in a super chat and I will respond. I don't give a damn what you got to say because you guys are going to be the same guys. If we lose these next 3 games, y'all going to be like, damn, yo. Oh, man, we not that good. Oh, man, we should have got Giannis. Y'all going to be the same ones to say that. So y'all could roast all y'all want. I don't give a damn about that, Maxine. Please text me when there's some important news. I don't want to talk to people who can't send in no super chats if got something to say. You got something to say that you want me to see, you send in the super chat. That's the way it goes on this program. All right? So I'm going to continue to cook and to do my show the way I want to do my show. I don't give a damn what y'all got to say because y'all fickle-ass Knicks fans anyway. Y'all not about that life. Y'all not. My energy stays the same. That's the difference between me and you. I am the objective Knicks fan. You are the delusional Knicks fan that really believes that we're not. And yet, I can't even say that. Y'all capping. Y'all fair weather in the moment fans. The Knicks are doing well. Now y'all feel bold. But we got to see it happen tonight. We got to go into this Denver Nugget game and get it done. Because overall, our record against 500 and above teams is sub 500. Our record against top 10 teams is beyond sub 500. So, yeah, once again, Max, I don't know what you said to me. Like, if they got something they want me to say, they got to go on the screen. I'm sorry. I don't really care. I don't really care. Okay. Max, don't text me about what somebody's saying, all right? I don't care what they got to say. Please don't interrupt my rant, all right? If they want me to respond to them, I will. Now, once again, did I give my opinion except for my opinion off the news I'm reading, or am I talking about a source that I'm looking at? So if I'm spreading misinformation, that means Brian Windhorst is spreading misinformation because this is what Brian Windhorst said. I'm responding to what they said. So if you got some beef with them, you ain't got no beef with me. You got beef with them. Max, do not tell me what somebody said. If they want me to read their message, they will send in a super chat. If they don't send in a super chat or Cash App, I'm not reading your message. That's how we doing it from now on. Please don't tell me what nobody said. I don't give a damn about what they said in the chat. They want me to see it. They know what they got to do. That's how I'm moving on this channel. Because y'all the same fickle-ass Knicks fans that when y'all lose the next 3 games, y'all gonna be like, oh, damn, yo, we need Giannis. And then when you see Miami win the championship with Giannis, y'all gonna feel stupid. All right, so Miami's officially ahead of everyone, all right? And so, and then they initially pegged Giannis as the preferred landing spot because the New York is not aggressive to get him. We talked about that. The Heat just became the odds-on favorites, right? It's not difficult to imagine that Pat Riley probably been working the phone since these reports surfaced. Facts! This brother right here working the phones. Not on some sorry ass, let me look at my team. Oh, a bunch of B-rated players, so I'm good. A bunch of B-rated players and you good. And that's why New York don't win nothing, bro. That's why. That's why, because we fall in love with the guys who are not the top guys in the league. We fall in love with the guys that they almost are all-stars. Like OG Anunoby. I was going to talk about that. Why I think OG should be an all-star, but I said, yo, why am I going to talk about OG Anunoby being an all-star, right? When clearly, he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve to be an all-star. He doesn't. I was going to talk about the angle and them keeping him out, but what has he really done? He just started playing consistently. What about his stretch when we were 2-11? All-stars are consistent. They don't give me 22 points against some bum teams. I need OG to drop 30 tonight against the Denver Nuggets. That's what I need to see. I need to see OG Anunoby drop 30 against the Denver Nuggets. Then I need to see him drop 28 against the Detroit Pistons. And then now you're talking. I don't give a damn about 25 against the Washington Wizards. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? But I don't want to trade these guys for a guy that's all-time great. Yeah, y'all bugging the hell out, bro. I think I figured out why I can't take calls. Yo, I think I figured it out. Yeah, okay, we good now. Yeah. So now the phones will go good. I don't know why that happened, but I got to go through a rant and do technical difficulties, man. I'm like a one-man army on this goddamn mic. I don't give a damn what y'all saying in the chat. Y'all bugging the hell out. If y'all think that I'm spreading misinformation, I read from sources. I don't just get on the mic and just talk to you for the whole entire show and just make up stats and just make up stuff. I don't do that on this channel. So Maxine, do not tell me what these dudes are saying. I don't care. All right? I don't care. Anyway, so Pat Riley has been working the phones since these reports surfaced. And speaking of Maxine, what's going on, Max?
What's good? So I'm just calling to address the chat specifically. There's a lot of new people. So welcome. Just to introduce you guys to our brand, this particular show is a call-up show. We are not going to sit up there and read comments coming in and respond to every comment. So when we open up the lines, you're more than welcome to express your opinion.
Hold on. Wait, Max. We do read all chat. We read all super chats.
Exactly, but we're not reading all of the chats. No, that is the fact. That is the fact.
We're not
reading all of the chats for free. That's just not what it is. We have a program that we're sticking to. We have a schedule that we're sticking to. However, there is a call-up element. So if you have a thought, all right, you have a perspective, feel free to voice that opinion, but you're not gonna call though. You just got smoke with the Twitter fingers and the butter fingers, right?
Yeah.
Call up. Matter of fact, we're actually introducing a show called the Knicks War Room, where all of y'all could call in and argue if you have a perspective on the objective fan Karan Pierre's takes. That's all I gotta say. I'm going back to the live chat.
Yeah, let them talk in the live chat, right? And what we could do right now that the phone lines are fixed, we ain't ducking no smoke from nobody. I got seven Detroit Pistons, New York Knicks haters. I got their number saved as hater number 1 through 7. They text me all the time. And I let them call up. So you, the Knicks fan, with the fickle opinion, you could call up. You got 3 minutes. 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. I want to know how I'm spreading misinformation. That's why I don't care what they got to say in the chat. I really don't. You want me to care about your message? Support the show. That's how that works. Don't tell me what nobody's saying to me in the chat. Hold on. Let me see if I get my man Yuri back up here now that the phone lines is working. See what he got to say. Oh, hold on. I got my man JJ though. Hold on. What's going on, JJP NYC?
Peace. You got a little bit of an echo, got a little reverb.
Let's go.
It's all
I
good.
got reverb.
Listen.
Okay, go ahead.
Clarence Weatherspoon, Kendall Gill, Armand Gilliam, Michael Redd, Shandon Anderson. The list goes on and on. All very good players. All guys who were either one-time, two-time All-Stars, but never necessarily all defense. Never necessarily all NBA.
Right.
Almost. Very good, but almost.
Almost.
I feel what you are saying.
Let's
I'm not
go,
saying trade
JJ.
the I'm not saying you trade the kitchen sink. I'm not saying
Right.
that at all. But we
Right.
talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo here. If OG
Mm.
gotta go, if it's just a 1-for-1, a OG, a couple second rounds, so be it. If it's him,
Right.
McCall, and a couple or first from 2042, I don't know, then that so be it.
Right.
So be it. We need the guy.
Mm.
We need the
100%.
guy. Never built around Patrick. Never built around Melo. Always coulda, woulda, shoulda. Nah, man.
Mm.
We gotta get the guy. Now, I'm not gonna latch on to every report, especially from Wendy. I just sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. That's just me.
Mm.
Maybe
Okay.
I'm not the sleuth like everyone else is, but that's only a few guys that I'm gonna where I see a report, I'm gonna take seriously. But yeah, we
Right.
need the guy, man. I'm out of here. Peace.
Big time salute, JJP, NYC. Knicks Tape Madness Discord server, man. Keep the calls coming, 646-995. I'm capping. How in the hell I'm capping? Hopefully the callers don't hear reverb the whole call. I made an adjustment. Hopefully that fixes it. But yeah, I'm taking calls, man. I want to see who's telling me that I'm spreading misinformation. How in the hell am I spreading misinformation? I just need to know that. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
This is your boy 050 Bucks calling from NYC, Bronx.
Okay.
To be precise.
I like that name, 050 Bucks. What's up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Check it out, man. I see things. I see things from a true perspective. The last caller, I definitely jack what he's saying. I do not jack all these reporters, these high class, high paid people, the high paid, high class analysts, where they come up and all they do is just shove smoke, in our backside. Now, what I will say is this: when I see Giannis demand a trade to New York City, and the Knicks don't move on that, then that's when I'm officially an enemy of the New York Knickerbockers. Until I see Giannis force that trade and say publicly, I want out to New York, then I will become the most hated, the most opposite. I will be a Knick hater from here on out. What you think about that?
No, I'm riding. I'm gonna be a huge critic. I already said Leon Rose is on my own personal hot seat because he said that our goal is to win the championship. That's our singular focus. So what are you showing me? We could win the championship. I think we got a good team, but I can't guarantee it. I don't think that we're the favorites. I'm keeping it real. And if I got a chance to get a guy who's done it already, I'm going to go get that dude. That's just how I think. But let's see. Like you said, we don't got no reports saying that, the Knicks are not doing it. So I can't really roast Leon right now. I'm just dealing with the news I'm getting. But like you said, we can't put our stock in everything they say because there's a lot of conflicting reports.
And you know one thing, what I'm confused, sorry to cut your wisdom. This is what this is what confuses me, man. You know what I mean? And this is dealing with Cat, right? My thing is this. Now, I'm an all baller out of NY. Nigga could look me up like I've done.
What's up?
And I've done it from a point guard perspective. Why no one is really going hard, pause, on Jalen Brunson? Like, I don't think we're going to win. If we get the freak or not, we cannot win a chip with Jalen Brunson being that ball dominant. He has to give that ball up. It's no way Tyler Kolek come off the bench and give us 10 dimes, and here we have the last, the game before? Oh, wow. Jalen Brunson gives us 13 dimes. That's his season high. Why is that?
Okay.
Why is that? I think we need to start with Jalen Brunson, stop being ball dominant. Give that ball up. You don't got to score 40. Give that ball up. Give us 20 points, 13, 14, 15 assists. Let these other guys eat. And that's when I think you had said something about OG. My reason of OG not balling out is because you have Jalen Brunson is like the sixth defender. You understand? He don't do well under pressure. You double him with a big, he's turning the ball over.
That's the time. I'm sure if you heard the clock, but that's the time, brother. I got you, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna
All right,
respond
man. I
to what you
appreciate
just
you
said.
for listening, man. You keep winning, keep
Big
doing
time.
your thing, brother.
Big time salute, brother. All right. I'm not sure why he can't hear the clock. That's weird. Can y'all hear the clock? Can y'all hear this?
Let's go.
Because I don't even hear the clock. But I seen it go off. Hold up. Let me try to troubleshoot that. I don't know why we can't hear the clock now. That's weird. It's mad weird. Hold on. I agree with a lot of what the brother who just called was saying. Let me just make sure that everything is set up right. Yeah, it's set up right. I don't get it. Mad weird. Anyway, 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. Let me know what your thoughts are. And we doing it like that. Really quickly, let me make this one adjustment. It's weird. I gotta do something with my mic now, because now I can't hear the alarm. Hopefully y'all could hear it, but I can't hear it. All right. Let me see what else I got. A whole bunch of people called. Let me make sure I got everybody on the list. I'm gonna try to get my man Yuri in here one more time before I take some more callers. 646-995-8389. Oh, as far as Brunson passing the ball too, I disagree with that. Because do we say the same thing about SGA? SGA don't pass the ball. SGA could shoot 34 points. What's the difference between SGA and Brunson? Is it because SGA is taller than Brunson? Well, he got a couple of inches more height? All right, can't get Yuri up in there. I'm sorry, Yuri. I tried to get you up in there. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. All right. Let me try making this adjustment really quickly so I can hear the sounds. No. Not by me. I can't hear it. But I can't hear the clock. I understand. All right. Check. Yep. Yeah, see, if I do that, then we ain't going to be able to. Oh, this is weird. Six 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. I'm just not going to be able to hear the alarm. So when you guys hear the alarm, you know what you got to do. Hey, caller, state your name, where you calling from.
E-Will, Long Island.
Big time salute to Long Island, man. Talk to me, man.
Listen, bro, like you just said, though, that is the difference between SGA and Brunson, because the height, when you put tall defenders on JB, it's effective every time. But I just called to say, bottom line is this, bro. If your shit gonna go down sinking, you want to go down with all weapons ablaze. So why would you not get the best in Giannis? Doesn't matter. Cat could go, OG could go. Mitchell Robinson was all we
Right.
needed to do was rebound. So
Right.
like, it don't even make sense. But you know, hey, bro,
Facts.
it is what it is. I just wanted to say that because what is the holdup? Get up into anybody except JB.
Right.
And then we do what we do, bro. But peace and love.
Big time.
Keep doing what you're doing. Love your show, bro.
Big time salute. I appreciate you, man. Got your number locked in. Yo, you know what's crazy though? Like, I'm not jacking that height argument because Allen Iverson is smaller than Brunson. And nobody said that about Iverson. So what's the difference between Iverson and Brunson? Brunson is that nice. I want Brunson to take all the goddamn shots. These dudes be playing scared sometimes. They got hard against the Washington Wizards? Y'all gassing over the Washington Wizards and the Lakers don't play no goddamn defense and all the other teams that we beat? They're not good teams, bro. So don't get hype by the performances from the bad teams. I salute them from the wins, but I need to see that energy against the Detroit Pistons. Because what happens is, no, you shoot the ball, and now Brunson gets the ball, he got to shoot it. but now I'm taking too many shots. These guys don't want to shoot. So they better put up, I'm telling you right now, OG Anunoby, I need to see 30 tonight, and I need to see 28 against the Detroit Pistons. I'm telling you, that's what I need to see. Well, I don't get it. Brunson is that dude. Iverson could take 100 shots, but Brunson can't. What's going on, LB? Big time salute,
What's good,
brother.
What's good? Salute.
Not
salute.
much, man. These Knicks fans got me going crazy on the morning time, man. what say you, man?
I don't think y'all watch all the Knicks games for real. That's what I'm thinking. Because if y'all saying that Jalen don't pass the ball, y'all know it's not that you watch, because you know what they do? They give it back to him.
Facts.
They do it all the time, though. You can have the ball, like, I'm like, no, he's passing you the ball, he's looking for you, but y'all give it right back to him anyway. So it's like, what are y'all talking about?
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. You know, yes, we want to pass the ball. I'm not saying they don't pass the ball, but Brunson gets buckets. That's what he do.
Yeah,
he's just
a
him.
combo guard. Y'all keep that same energy with SGA, Luka, none of it. Like, come on, stop.
Because they taller. Come on, stop. Oh my God! But how do you feel about Miami, man? Trying to make a run right now. Pat Riley trying to do us dirty.
The media is against us anyway. That's why I'm taking everything with a grain of salt.
Okay.
Because they've been disregarding us from the jump. That's why when y'all keep bringing up Brian Windhorst, I'm like, he's always wrong. Especially when it comes to us. He
do be wrong. He do be wrong. But I gotta deal with the report, man. I gotta deal with the report.
Like, listen,
because really quick, I don't want to take too much of your time, but why did Shams say why he didn't quote what the Knicks offered?
I have no Shams. I don't know. Shams. I miss Woj, man. I don't know about Shams.
I do agree. We probably would have more, consistency with Woj. I do think we would have more consistency.
Yeah, but the thing is all right, this is the thing with Giannis. It's like he gotta do what James Harden be doing. That's his problem. James Harden will tell you, I'm going to be traded, and he's going to tell you where you want to go.
Yeah,
Giannis is too timid with how he does it. Giannis is way too passive aggressive with how he's doing it. If you want to go to New York, just say New York, and it just makes it easier on us.
Bingo!
Don't give him
the deal's done.
Don't give him an out to say Miami.
Right.
Don't do it.
You make the deal
your mama
harder.
asked you, please put Miami in your trade. I don't care. Don't listen to your mama. I don't care.
Don't listen to your mama. Let's go. We going there.
Yeah,
I love it.
Like that's what I'm saying. Just go to New York. Just force your way to New York. Now, if nothing still don't happen, then it's like no. Like unless it's like Milwaukee's like doing some BS or something like where he's like asking for everything, which is it's going to be 2-on-5 for the rest of the season. Just Brunson and Giannis or something. And I'm like, that's ridiculous.
It won't be that because it's too much money. These guys get paid too much money to trade all of them. You can't do it. Like the money's not going to work.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like after the trades that we just saw, like James Harden, Darius Garland, and the pick, I'm like, man, miss me with that. We better get Giannis for like a good like portion of like what I'm saying, like of the team, like barely the whole team. That's all I'm asking about.
Wow. Yo, and we got some new news too. I'm about to get into right after your call. Brother, man, listen. I mean, this stuff, like you on the money. I got the new news thanks to my producer, Maxine. She's sending me these news updates. So I'm not even prepared to talk about half of this stuff because it's just coming in. So you know what I'm saying? So I got something else I got to break down though, brother.
All right. Salute.
Big time salute. All right. That's my man, LB. Hold on. We do got some other news. So what's happening right now too is like my headset, like I can hear I have to hear my own voice in order to hear the calls, so that's kind of throwing me off. But 646-995-8389. Hold on. So I got this breaking news from Maxine. So this might be why some of you guys talk about misinformation. So this came out an hour ago. Miami Heat a shift trade focus from Giannis to another star. The Miami Heat are shifting their trade focus from Giannis Antetokounmpo to Ja Morant, who could join the team soon, with Memphis likely seeking a first-round pick of return. The Miami Heat don't got no picks, though. The Miami Heat have shifted their focus to the other trades as a deal for Giannis Antetokounmpo no longer appears to be a possibility. Let's go! Hey! The tension continues to build. I can get back to my show that I wanted to do now. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'm riding with this. And this is Brett Siegel. All right. So Miami is off of the Giannis train. We just in one show, we shifted to a whole nother lane. Okay, so if to all the people that said that that's why y'all read this or y'all saw this and that's why y'all saying misinformation, I take that, because I didn't get a chance to see this. Remember, I'm live on the show while all of this is coming out. All right, so but big time salute to Maxie for sending the update. And Pat Riley is slick. This guy, Pat Riley, this is why I was worried. This guy is slick because I saw a report before this one that said that Ja Morant, the Grizzlies is willing to take less for Ja. They just want to come off of him. So that's why Miami's going after Ja now. Like, you folded to the pressure. I'm telling you, Pat Riley, that man is slick, boy. I don't like it. And I'm concerned. I'm always concerned about Pat Riley. You seen what he did to us. Hold on. We do got the executive producer. What's going on, Lodge?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to Zach because Zach is the one who broke that story in our Discord. If you want to be a part of that to get the breaking stories, make sure to become a member to OKF Nation. Yeah, definitely. So shout out to Zach. Yeah, he's the one that provided that resource, and I dropped it, and that's that.
All right, Max. All right, big time. All right. Once again, that last article I read, that was a Max update. She fixed it with another update. I'm just letting y'all know that wasn't my update. My show was way different. All right. My show was leaning to the Knicks getting Giannis. And then I get all this other stuff, and now I'm thinking about Pat Riley. So we fixed it. We figured it out. Big time salute to my man Daniel McGinnis. He says Leon Rose and the Knicks have been quiet, and I think they are on Giannis. They don't leak anything. Yo, big time salute. Because he answered my question. I said, why we didn't hear about the Knicks package? Because it's under the radar. I'm going to tell y'all, because a lot of you guys are new. The Knicks need to do the deal now, brother. Not in the summertime. Forget this playoffs, bro. Forget it. Forget it. I don't care about if I get Giannis, I got another 2 seasons. Get Giannis now. We got my man Yuri in the building. Big time salute to you, Daniel. I do appreciate that, Daniel.
Yo,
what's going on, Yuri?
Holy crap.
Hey, I had some troubleshooting. I still got troubleshooting to do. But what's good, Yuri? Talk to me.
Bro, what a tone and shift. The minute I heard win back, I'm like, yeah, I don't believe this report for a damn minute.
I'm praying that's not true, but Pat Riley, I don't trust that guy. He's very slippery, man.
Nobody trusts him. Nobody.
He's very slippery. Oh, my God. Oof, I could calm down now. He could go to anywhere, but not Miami. Go ahead.
Listen, let me just say this. As long as the Knicks is still quote-unquote in pursuit, and Leon ain't talking to the media, something going on behind the scenes.
Let's go. So you don't think they blinded by this 6-game winning streak? Because I don't want to hear that.
If they're blinded by the 6-game winning streak, they're fools.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm going to tell you why they're fools. I'm going to tell you why. If you're really blinded by they turned the ship around, the players only meeting work. I was like that at one point, I get it.
Right.
I get it,
But are we guaranteed a championship, Yuri? Are we guaranteed a champ? See, that's what I need. I want to be the favorites to win. For once. God damn it. In my life.
Listen, whatever happens. I'm still riding with the squad. You know me, Karan. I've said it time and time again.
No, we ride with the squad, but nah, man, it's time to make the power move, dog. I'm giving these guys too many passes and excuses. If you got a chance to get a guy like this, don't tell me about no goddamn calf sprain. You got the best medical staff in basketball. I don't want to hear it, bro.
That's what I'm saying. This is Giannis. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I was against it at a few points, but now it's like, come on. Come on now. Go see what happens. You got the best medical staff.
You got the best medical staff. Forget this year. See, what y'all Knicks fans don't realize is that if we don't win the championship or we don't go to the finals, this team is gone. Anyway. So why not get rid of him now to get Giannis? I don't get it. I don't get Yuri, I don't get it, man. I don't.
Oh, come on, I learned not to be emotionally attached to the jerseys no more. And the players. That's it. You do what you got to do.
Facts.
Get this man. I'm riding with the squad. Get Giannis.
Right.
Do what you got to do.
Get him. Or if we wait till the summer, I'm not gonna be mad at that too. But just don't let him go to Miami.
Come on. I'm one of the few people that's like, wait till the summer. See what the squad does. Wait till the summer.
10
All right, I'll see you, Ron.
seconds.
Big time salute though. I appreciate you. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. Yeah, we talking about Giannis and these Knicks, man. I mean, I don't know, man. It's whoa. Miami boy, I don't trust them. But I love to see this. This right here saved the morning, bro. Wow. Man. It was getting intense, bro. It really was. Because I'm like, yo, I'm thinking about when Riley first left. See, I remember when Riley left to go to Miami. A lot of these Knicks fans never experienced that in real time. I experienced that in real time. I'm like, holy cow. Riley is out of here. I was very young, but I wasn't dumb. I'm like, but isn't that our coach? This is the only coach I knew at that point. I didn't see no coaches before Riley. The first coach I ever seen. And he's gone. And I never understood why he left until years later. And ever since then, he's been, we've been arch nemesis, boy. It's an arms race. Yo, the NBA is about competition and the arms race. The Lakers in Boston will always be rivals, even if they don't play in the finals, because they just have so much history of playing in championship games against each other. We've seen it with Kobe, you know, to all the younger people that was able to witness the Kobe and stuff. Of course, a lot of us don't go back to the 80s, not even me, with Magic and Bird and all of that. But we did get to see it in the 2000s with Kobe and Paul Pierce and KG and all of those guys. So, you know, Miami is that for us. Like, that is a team that we will always be compared to. And man, listen, man, I'm going to be back with more of your calls after these messages.
Most basketball fans watch games and talk loud, but they're not really seeing anything. They're reacting. They're repeating what they heard. They're not analyzing. They're not breaking it down. You want to be different? 82 Nights. Over 200 pages where you document what you actually see. Break down rotations, track patterns, game to game, highlight the players making moves. When you put it on paper, you start seeing what actual fans miss. Your predictions improve, your insights get sharper, your basketball understanding jumps. You stop sounding like everyone else and you start speaking from knowledge. That's what this channel is about. That's what 82 Nights is about. Link in chat, elevate your game now.
Big time salute to Maxine for delivering another nice message letting us know about the 82 Nights, the official basketball intelligence system. You can do so by checking out the linktree/TheObjectiveFan to get more information, and you will expand your basketball knowledge beyond the horizon, all right? So big time salute to everybody that's still in the building. My man Daniel McGinnis, that's a great point. Leon Rose is keeping it on the wraps. You know, and maybe Milwaukee and New York has a secret agreement to wait till the summertime. Because I don't think the deal gets done before the deadline because, did I talk about this? And I'm going to talk about this, and I got to talk about this Denver game. I'm not going to spend much time on the Denver game, but I want to talk about the picks because I messed myself up by reading too much. I read one source that said the Bucks don't have their pick. Then I went to go look at the Bucks and I seen they had their pick. So I just wanted to give clarity for those that don't understand the Milwaukee Bucks draft pick scenario because I was confused. So let me tell you what happened. The Milwaukee Bucks, they traded their pick. They did a swap for this year's draft with the New Orleans Pelicans. Then the Pelicans took that same pick and they traded it to Atlanta. So you see Atlanta will see the more favorable of Milwaukee's 2026 first round pick. They got this from the New Orleans Pelicans. That's where I was confused at. I was like, what the hell is going on? Because I did read this from the start. They didn't have the pick, but then I went to Sports Track myself and I saw they had the pick, but I didn't really get the details or the gist of the swap. Salute to the brother that called up that broke it down too. I just wasn't, for some reason, I didn't make the connection. There was somebody who called up and broke it down. But so this is another monkey wrench into the Bucks' plans, because if Atlanta's not doing a bad, if Atlanta's not a bad team, and let's pull up Atlanta really quickly. So see, Atlanta right now, they're in the play-in. And honestly, Atlanta has no pressure to tank because they own the Milwaukee swap. The Milwaukee Bucks have to win. So on one case, this is one reason why the Bucks are probably trying to get, talent. In one instance, they say they want some talent. But in another instance, they're trying to get picks because they don't control the fate to their own picks. Right? They don't control their own fate when it comes to picks. So right now, Atlanta and Milwaukee are not too far apart. Just 4 games separate them. But if I'm Atlanta, I would just try to win as much games as I can and then put the pressure on Milwaukee to win. So try to devalue the pick. So that way you're not giving a top. It's, the politics of basketball is so strange. But that also plays a role in this whole Giannis saga, because Milwaukee, foolishly, with some of the bad moves they made, they traded a swap. They should have never did the Dame. Every move they made after the Dame Lillard trade has completely sunken the Milwaukee Bucks as a franchise. They've done a terrible job, and that's why Giannis hasn't won the championship. It's not because of him. It's because the general manager has made some terrible decisions and terrible moves to the point where they can't even pivot off Giannis and get the kid from BYU. Okay? Now, I do want to talk about this Denver game, all right? Because that is the matchup tonight. As I normally do on the morning show, I give my morning preview, okay? And then after this, there's still more to talk about. We got to talk about the Giannis love letter and his comments, because I could get back to my angle. I thought Pat Riley was stealing our joy, but nope, he failed once again. So we are good. But I want to talk a little bit about this Nuggets game, as to what to expect from the Denver Nuggets. I did my homework. I've been watching them. I saw the last game they lost to the Detroit Pistons. I saw their last 3 games. When Jokic has returned to the lineup, this is a team that has been above 500 without Jokic. They've been holding it down, righting the ship. And in their last 5 games, they are 2-3, I believe. Boom. They're 2-3. And they only beat sub-500 teams. Every 500 and above team matchup they lost. They lost to Detroit twice. The first time Detroit beat them, I was getting on the Pistons. By the way, and also the Pistons fans, let me tell you something. These dudes they be giving me my props, man. They be giving me my props. Let me see. I didn't get no Detroit text recently. I thought I got a new message. But anyway, nonetheless, I told the Detroit Pistons, I said, y'all beat the Denver Nuggets without Giannis. Whoop-de-doo. Here's your cookie. Well, they double down, and they go out, and they beat Giannis last night. Beat Giannis. They beat Jokic last night. 124-121. Almost blowing a big lead. I think they were up like 16, 17 points, the largest lead in this game. They almost blew a big lead as the Jokic and the boys went on a run. Now, I'm not going to lie. And watching Denver, even though they've been struggling as of late, they have claim to top 3 off. They're the number 1 overall offense. Right now, it's us, them, and it's us, them, and I think Boston is the other team that's in the top, right? I'm telling you right now. Or is it Boston, or is it the Lakers? No, it's Boston. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be an offensive showdown, or it could be an offensive showdown tonight against these guys. These guys put up the ball, even though their offense has slipped in the last 5 games. They dropped down to a number 5 offense, right? Minus 2.8 on efficiency and on offensive rating. Their defense is still trash. Their defense is bad. The Denver Nuggets, what's holding them back is their defense. They cannot catch a cold. They cannot stop no one. They made the Detroit Pistons look like a team that was a top 2 offense in this last game against them. And the Detroit Pistons are not a top 2 offense. So I think that is our edge against the Denver Nuggets. They're not a good defensive team. Okay? They're not stopping anybody. I mean, let's look at the scores in their last games. They gave up 121 points to Detroit, 121 points to OKC, another team that's not a top offensive team, right? And then they, of course, in their wins, they were better against the Clippers in Brooklyn. But we knew the Clippers were a sinking ship, and they just traded James Harden, who magically won't play tonight. I thought that would be a crazy storyline if Harden played tonight. It did, but they held Detroit to 109. But they've been giving up a lot of points to the Denver Nuggets. Offenses have been having success against them. As far as bona fide buckets, they are number 1 in 3-point percentage, and they doubled down by going +4 in the last 5 games, still having the number 1 3-point percentage. Now, this concerns me a little bit because I'm going to give you some of the Knicks records too as I go into the 82 Nights Club. This concerns me a little bit because the Knicks do have their struggles against teams that can shoot the 3-ball well. Maxine, do you see any breaking news with Leon Rose? I got a pop-up talking about Leon Rose. If you see something with Leon Rose, Max, let me know. Send it to me, all right? I got some sort of pop-up somewhere. I don't know. I got news going crazy. It's a lot going on. If something popped in with Leon Rose, we will be talking about it on this show. But really quickly, I want to show you guys our prowess against teams that shoot the 3-ball well. And like I said, it is a concern for me. So, okay, now I got the opponent 3-point shot. Okay. I'm going to give you our opponent defense. So anytime we go up against a team and they shooting more prolific than 36.2% from 3, we are 12 and 13. Okay? So we're a sub 500 team. This team is shooting 39%. No, damn near 40%. In the last 4 games, they're shooting 43.9%. So this is going to be another test of the defense. The same way the Lakers were the test I told you about, the Denver will test their defense because this game is going 2 ways. It's either the Knicks shut Denver down the way they did LA, right? We held LA to 100 points. So if we can hold Denver to well below their average, this would be a huge win for us. Or it's going to be a shootout. And we're going to say screw defense and both teams gets it on. I don't think the Denver Nuggets has the capability nor the tools to slow down or stop the Knicks defense. A lot of you guys continuously talk about Karl-Anthony Towns. I think my counter from now on, anytime you talk about Towns defense, I will rebut that Jokic is the worst defender. He's the worst defender at the 5 in NBA history. I'm going there. I don't give a damn about defensive rating. I don't give a damn about none of that. It's not a metric stat because defensive rating does not discuss your matchup. And most of the time, Aaron Gordon does a lot of his dirty work, but Aaron Gordon is not there recently. Aaron Gordon has also been out. This is a team that has been dealing with a lot of injuries, guys in and out of the lineup. Okay? Tonight, they got, in terms of on the injury front, Josh is not going to be there. Gordon's not going to be there. And Tamar Bates, I'm not really sure who that is, but those guys also won't be there, right? Now, Jokic is the worst big man defender in NBA history. Just watch his effort on pick and roll. Just look at what he does on pick and roll. No initiative to pop out. You talk about Towns. I'd rather have Towns fouling than have a guy like Jokic who don't even turn around to go. There was one play where it was a pick and roll. I'm trying to think who this was against. This might have been against OKC. Isaiah Joe, one of them little dudes that OKC got, right? They ran a pick and roll, and Jokic went like this. Let me show you. Let me jump out of research mode. Let me show you what Jokic did on the pick and roll defense. This is what Jokic did. The dude had like 6 feet of space. Jokic didn't even try, because, you know, when you ran and screen and roll, you're supposed to switch, right? This is what Jokic did. Dude had like 6 feet of space, open three. I said, yo, if there's a night for the Knicks to run pick and roll, it is against these weak Denver Nuggets. They are weak. I am putting Jokic in pick and roll all night. It's a gift. He has to be the worst defensive center in NBA. It's to the point where they run a double big lineup with Valanciunas. Yes, the Denver Nuggets run a double big lineup. So when they put their double big lineup out there, I think we should put our double big lineup out there. That's what I think. I think tonight is the night for the double big. To all the Mitchettes. Big time salute to the Mitchettes. I'm riding with the Mitchettes tonight. This is Mitchell Robinson's night to show his value and show Leon Rose why if you're not going to trade me, you're going to have to pay me. This is going to be a night for Mitchell Robinson because he has to shut down Valanciunas on the glass. Now, my issue with the Knicks on their side to give them like what I'm scared about, a pro for them, they have the best pick and roll attack in basketball, hands down. Yeah, I'm scared of it. I'm spooky in the woods. Yeah, spooky in the woods. They got the best pick and roll attack in basketball. Murray and Jokic do it the best. Realistically, Towns and Brunson needs to watch Jokic and Murray tapes. So dangerous off pick and roll. Jokic could pop. Jokic, by the way, I think he's shooting 40% from three. Let me stat check that. I think he's shooting 40% from three this year. Hold on. I'm gonna get the numbers for you. Because you know, I don't spread misinformation on this channel contrary to popular belief. Look at this. He's shooting 44.5% from three this season is Jokic. Okay? He's shooting the pick and roll with Murray and Jokic is so goddamn dangerous, man, that I'm actually scared of it. Now look, they start these young bulls, right? They start these young bulls, Watson and Pickett. Some of you guys may be like, who the hell is that? I'm telling you right now, them kids be balling, bro. Let me tell you something. That Watson kid, yo, he's averaging 19.8 points in the last 5 games. This kid can do it all, bro. I didn't know Watson was this. I remember seeing him. He wasn't getting minutes like that. You know, he was cool, good athlete, good, good side. Yo, let me tell you something. This kid, Watson, is a problem, y'all. I'm going to keep it real. He had like 29 the other night. Hold on. I'm going to pull up the OKC game. He was talking spicy to the Thunder in this game. He was talking spicy. I was like, yo, this kid got some spunk to him. I had to add him to the watch list. Look, this is what he did against the Oklahoma City Thunder. He had 29 points, 11 to 17 shooting, 5 of 7 from 3. This kid hit the 3. He also crashes the glass. I think he's, 6'8", right? He's going to be a problem, y'all. This is my guy to watch out for tonight. You guys know I always tell you who to watch out for. This kid, Peyton Watson, boy. This is a kid to watch out for. Hold on, Max just sent me something. Let's see what she's talking about. Hold up. Max, you got to send me links, though. You got to send me links. Okay. Oh, all right. She sent me the injury report. Okay. So this is the most up-to-date injury report from Ian Begley. This is what she sent me. The Knicks are listing Josh Hart, ankle as questionable. Miles McBride, ankle out. So, yeah, do sit out. We don't need you to play if you're not ready. Mo D is questionable. I think Hart and Mo D going to play tonight. Yeah, I think they'll play tonight. Their injuries didn't seem that serious to me. Well, Mo D did roll his kind of hard to me. I think Mo D's look probably worse, but he's young. He'll be all right. Thank you for the update, though, Max. Thank you for the update. Next time, send the link so I can put it on the screen. All right? So that's the injury report from the Knicks side. The most up-to-date from Ian Begley. He just tweeted that like 20 minutes ago. All right? What the hell did I click on? Knicks, like we said, -4.5. Oh, they dropped. They were 5.5, but now they're -4.5. So we are a huge favorite to win this game. Another thing that concerns me about this game is not pace. It's pace. The Nuggets play at slow, doofy basketball pace. Jokic just looks like doofy as hell, but he's mad effective. Have you ever seen that dude in the park? That everything he does is just ugly, but it's just so efficient. Yeah, that's what Jokic is the definition of doofy basketball. All right, he's the king of doofy basketball, but he does it at a very high level. His doofy basketball is efficient. Like, he's not doofy and not efficient. He is super doofy and efficient. But I'm gonna give you the record when the Knicks play against teams that are bottom 20 in pace. We actually do a better job against teams that play faster. Okay, anytime we go up against teams that are bottom 20 in pace. Hold on. Sorry. The hell is going on? My window bugging out. Anyway, anytime we play against teams that are bottom 20 in pace, our record is 17-13. Bottom in pace, 17-13. Okay? What else I want to say about that? Yeah, so slow and doofy teams give us problems. Believe it or not, it's not the top 10 pace team. It's not the team that get the most possessions. We're 14-5 against them. I think it's because the reason why the pace teams don't give us a problem is because we usually get more possessions than them due to our rebounding prowess, like keeping them off the glass defensively, and just dominating the glass. I think that might partially be the reason. It may not be the whole story, but I do think that we usually control the pace and the tempo of the games. So we just slow these teams down, right? So, but that's a concern for me because the Nuggets can play half-court back. The Nuggets are just as good offensively as us. They got enough firepower. I could show you some of their top scorers. Let's see if I can pull it up via here without having to go to basketball. No, I got to go to Basketball Reference. I'm going to go to Basketball Reference to do the due diligence of the firepower they got. They are for real. Listen, one thing about me being the objective fan, I left all the fanboy tendencies behind where I'm like, oh, yeah, we're the Knicks. We're the best. No, I want to see what the numbers got to say. I don't really give a damn about my feeling about my teams because that's not facts. I like to deal with the real numbers and the real facts of it because this is what is going to give us the most probable outcome, right? So when you look at the Nuggets, they got guys that get buckets, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. These guys get buckets. This is what they do. All right, hold on. Let me just close this out. Wow. My internet's really slow. Why is my mouse moving like that? Okay, hold on. Slide this over. Wow. So look at their scores. Of course, Murray's giving them 25, right? They got Cam Johnson, who's not there, thank God, but he's giving them 11.7, 12 point. Peyton Watson, 12 on the year. Like I said, he's averaging 19.5, 19.8 in the last 5 games. Christian Braun is a bucket. Aaron Gordon, who's not going to be there tonight, thank God. He's averaging 17 points a game, right? Then they got Tim Hardaway Jr., averaging 13.8 points a game. Okay? Yeah, they got guys that could get buckets, bro. They got guys that could get buckets. Then Valanciunas gives them 9 off the bench. They run in a double big lineup. Brown gives them 7.5. So they got a lot of bucket getters like us, man. And it's going to be about it. They're going to put our defense to the test. But I think tonight is going to be about the double big lineup because the Denver Nuggets are a bottom 20 rebounding team. They average 42.4 rebounds a game. They are 10th in defensive rebounding, so it should be a nice showdown with our number 1 or top 5 offensive rebounding squad going up against their top 10 defensive rebounding squad. We need all hands on deck. We're going to need Josh Hart tonight because this is going to be a game. Now, the one thing defensively they do well is they defend the 3-ball well. And I guess I could go to my 3-point stat on this one. So they only give up 35% from the 3-point line. The Denver Nuggets do. They do a good job defending the 3-ball, right? Even though they're not a good defense everywhere else, but they do a good job defending the 3-point line. And when against teams that are top 10 in defending the 3-point line, we are 10-8. So just teetering above 500. We could get the job done, but it's going to be a fight against these Denver Nuggets, man. Going to be a fight. But that's all. I could go on forever because I got so many notes, but I'm going to stop it there. But I'm predicting the Knicks victory. I think we get it done tonight, man. That's my official prediction. I've been on the money recently. And the reason why I think we get it done is because I think our defense is going to slow down their offense. And I don't think they have no answers for Towns. They have no answers for Brunson. They have no answers for Wingstop. You know, that's why I want to see OG get 30 tonight. See, I was trying to throw him a bone. But I'm telling you right now, that Washington kid is going to have something to say about it. All right? That Washington kid definitely is going to have something to say about it. What I'll do is now I'll talk about the Giannis letter. This is something I really wanted to talk about earlier, but then we got distracted with all of this other stuff. But I do want to talk about the Giannis letter because, you know, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he made some interesting comments. I'm not going to read the entire interview because I got it, but it'll be too OD. What I'll do is I'll read some quotes from it that I found to be pretty interesting. And this is also showing me that Giannis is on the move. Now, whether he'll be on the move this season or not, I don't know. So this is Giannis. There's no avoiding the fact that this year's Bucks have not been good. I want to be here, but I want to be here to win. The Bucks are not winning, okay? Not fighting for my life to make the playoffs. That's what they've been doing, right? I'm not used to inconsistent basketball. I played so many years of consistent basketball. Come to New York. We've been playing consistent basketball, Giannis. I'm not used to it anymore. During the game, I don't know if you can see my face, but I get frustrated during the game while the game's going on. I know there's going to be some times you're going to lose. You're not going to win all the games. But at the end of the day, it's like how we carry ourselves. I see the other teams like how they are and how they play, how they connected, the chemistry they have, and how people are doing the right thing. And they're riding for one another. I just want that. I want that for my team. Big time salute to Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm riding with Giannis on that. This is what he wants. Notice how he starts talking about chemistry. It's because he wants the Knicks. The Knicks got the best chemistry. All of this, that what he's talking about. I don't give a damn about what y'all want to talk about. Oh, yeah, Mikal and these guys arguing. We argue in basketball. That's facts. But look at their faces when they're winning. When Towns was on the bench, he's the first one to get up to congratulate them. I don't need to do that if I'm disgruntled. The love is genuine. Do they have moments where they argue? That's every team. That's not exclusive to the Knicks. But when we talk about chemistry, when we talk about consistency, when we talk about compatibility, Giannis wants the Knicks, bro. He's telling you it, but he's not telling you it because he can't, because he's under contract. But he's telling you what he wants. He's tired of not making it to the playoffs. Guess what, Giannis? We've been to the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years. We've been to the second round for the last 3 years or more. You want to come to a stable place. New York City, we got you. Even if Antetokounmpo wants that, the Bucks are not going to be the team, that team this season. But with 3 first-round picks this offseason, including a pick that could end up in the top 10, the Bucks could try to make some more offseason moves to try to push back at the contention. They're not. They can't do it. So would the Antetokounmpo commit to another season with the Bucks if they were able to get back into a position and win consistency? This is what he said. You're saying that if they can convince me to stay within the team and the next year that we could compete, oh yeah, 1,000%, 1,000,000%. That's all cap. We've been down this road before. That is all cap. They can't convince him to stay. He's saying that because he wants. The reason why I'm sharing this is because he wants to maintain the good guy image. He has to show that it's Milwaukee and their lack of commitment and their lack of ability to get him what he needs. And that's what it is. That's what it is. Hold on. I might have to go to this here. I'm going to read some more. I was trying to just give you some quotes because when we get to the article, it's just a whole lot going on. But I do need to go. Oh, hold on. Damn. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Let me get the link. Too much going on the Blue and Orange Brunch Show. But, all right, cool. So this is the love letter, all right? And by the way, I had to pay for the subscription to read this. So I'm getting this out. All right, so this is the interview that all these quotes we getting is from this interview he did, right? This is probably going to be the best story he began in 20 years. They're going to be talking about this story right here. I came here when I was 18, a human being. When is the time they have their earliest memories around the age of 4, right? So from 5 to 18 is 13 years. From that time, I could remember I came from this 18 to 31, which is 13 years. I spent more time in Milwaukee, Wisconsin than in my country. I've created more memories in the city than in my country. And this is as rumors of him being traded, right? Or for messaging that Antetokounmpo himself is pushing his way out of town, had reached a fever pitch, he offered up perhaps a more clearer explanation of his internal conflict, a deep and personal love for Milwaukee and the organization, while recognizing his professional biological clock is ticking, maybe within 5 years of his prime in basketball. Yeah, so he has 5 years left, according to him. Right now, we're not going to read the full story, right? But oh damn, this is not the right article. Hold on. Okay, this is it. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Let me get to where I want to get to, because there's a quote in here. It's a lot. I don't want to read the whole joint. Let me see. He outlined. I'm coming out. I'm playing. What do I have to play? Short time. Nah, this is the quote I want. He talked about his dad. He talked about him burying his father. I want his exact words. Okay, yeah. Okay. So here, I'll tell you what I've known here. I've known what it has to be an NBA player, what it is to make it to the NBA. I've learned what it is to be an all-star player. Are y'all listening, New York City? I've learned how to be a champion. I've learned how to be an MVP. I've learned how to be a father. I got married in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and also legally from the courthouse. And also, I had my kids here. My father is buried here. So tell me you, when I open up the passport of my kids and it says born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, my dad buried here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So people have the audacity to come tell me and say this guy really doesn't love Milwaukee. That's what it is. That is what it is. Not the people that know, the people of the city know how much I love them. This city has let me be myself. Let me be father. Have let me be a husband. He meant to say a father, but whatever. He's Greek. And have let me be my own true self. I'm walking in the street. People don't bother me, but there's going to be a whole other people, because there's 8 billion people in this world that have their own opinions. Opinions is cheap. That's why everybody has one. But let me tell you something. Giannis, this is why Giannis is moving the way he's moving. Everything is behind the scenes. But the fact that he buried his father in this city, the fact that he's become a Milwaukeean, he spent more time in Milwaukee than he did in his home country, this is why he's responding the way he's responding, y'all. You understand? This is why he's responding the way he's responding. And I'm riding with Giannis. Just because I want to leave and build my brand and become a multi-billionaire global superstar in New York City, it does not mean I don't love Milwaukee. Is he torn? Maybe. If you want to read more, you could go to the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. It got it all in there. But the bottom line of the whole shebang is that it's time for him to move on, y'all. He's saying it without saying it. Just because I'm leaving, you guys can't forget the memories that I brought you here. I'm 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. I dropped 50 in the finals. 7 straight All-NBA teams. We did it at a high level, Milwaukee. Just because I leave, it doesn't mean I don't love you. But I got to go to New York City, man. The time is now. Or in the summer. Milwaukee, you got a real one. I'm riding with Giannis Antetokounmpo. I am the head of the Giannis Antetokounmpo to New York fan club. He sent this heartfelt message out to the city of Milwaukee. Don't think because I leave you, I don't love you. But I'm taking my talents to Broadway, not South Beach. Big time salute to Leon Rose working behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. We don't got to be on social media. Wendy talk about the Knicks is not aggressive. You know why I think Wendy's saying that? Because they won't give him no information. So my assessment is that the Knicks, they are not. Remember that energy outside of Madison Square Garden, Wendy. Knicks fans don't rock with you. That's why people was talking about I'm spreading misinformation because of you. But my brother over here, a responsible journalist, where's the article at? A responsible brother. Let's see. No, not this one, because that's the other one. This one. Salute to the brother that reported on this. This was Brett Siegel. Miami Heat shift trade from Giannis to another star. That made my morning, y'all. That made my morning. So I think that Leon Rose is putting in the work. Launch. What Launch saying? You don't know he's working behind the scenes, though. I think he's working. Wait a minute. The Dallas, breaking news. The Dallas Mavericks is making a trade. Hold up. I get all the alerts to my phone. Hold up. Hold up. Dallas Mavericks is making the trade. Maxine, do you see that? Holy cow. Yeah, this is the time. Yeah, we staying at 11 o'clock. I was going to make this show earlier. Nah, we got to keep the show at this time because this is when all the news breaks. Is after 11 o'clock. Breaking news. Dallas Mavericks are trading 10-time All-Star Anthony Davis, Jaden Harvey, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum to the Washington Wizards. Holy cow. What? Hold up. They're trading Chris Middleton, A.J. Johnson, Malachi Branham, and Marvin Bagley III. 2 first-round picks. 3 second-rounders. Oh, my God. This is from Shams. Not Brian Windhurst. Dallas Mavericks made a move. What is Dallas? Dallas is trying to tank. Does Dallas have their own pick? Dallas must have their own draft pick. They are trying to tank. So what they going to do with Kyrie Irving? What they going to do with Kyrie? And Clay? I was trying to get this on the screen. Let me see. I don't think this is going to show right. I'm going to try to get this on the screen so y'all can see it. Whoa. What is going on? Hold on. Let me try to. This is wild, bro. I don't even know. I feel like the Washington Wizards got fleeced. They had to give up 3 first-round picks for Anthony Davis in that package, bro. That's for Dallas to get yo. I'm not gonna salute Dallas. Whoa, let me slow it down. But salute to Dallas for fleecing the Washington Wizards to get 3 first-round picks. That's crazy to me. Hold on. I'm gonna try to get this on the screen because this is wild. This is wild, man. And like Max said, doesn't mean that Leon Rose is working behind the scenes. I think the Knicks are always working behind the scenes. I'm trying to get the update. Hold on. Oh, damn, it's not even the regular ESPN. It's like social media is the play. I got to go on X. Social media is the place, bro. All of that old media stuff, bro, it takes too long to disseminate the information. There's no reason why the guy who works for your network drops a bomb and you don't even got it up on your network. I got to go to his own page. So why do I need to be subscribed to your network? Just saying. If I got to go to your man's social media to get it, why do I need to be subscribed to your network? It just doesn't make any sense. Let's see. All right, I can get this on the screen, y'all. Bam. This is from Shams 3 minutes ago. All right, this is the deal. They giving up 2 first-round picks and 3 second-rounders. That's still too much for AD. I'm not giving up no goddamn first-round picks for AD. Are you kidding me? This is wild, bro. I like Jaden Hardy, too. He got some game to him. But ain't Dante Exum hurt? I don't think Dante Exum is even playing this year. So what do you think? So here's the thing, too, because this has implications for the Knicks, right? Are the Wizards going? Salute to this text chat, man. I'm in so many texts. Now they all spread. We already broke the news already. They sending me the text about the news. By the way, look. So check this out. The Washington Wizards just got AD. He's an All-NBA All-Star player. So how are they going to rest him and Trae Young? Because they're trying to tank. They're not going to be able to do that. They're going to get fined for resting players. Unless they're going to convince AD to get surgery. But AD said he don't need surgery. Man, the plot thickens, man. Because if they got to play him or Trae Young, that is going to help our efforts. The Wizards might lose that pick, bro. But the Wizards is trying to make it happen. I don't get it. I'm not concerned about the Wizards. I don't think the Wizards are going to be all of that. I mean, they still got moves they could make, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Damn. It's like every time I try to get to my story, man, something also is popping up, man. Call up 646-995-8389. Call up if y'all want to be heard. I mean, this morning has been one of the most all over the place mornings I ever seen. At one point, Miami was the favorite to get Giannis. Then they became not the favorite. I don't know, man. I don't know, but call up 646-995. Tell me what your thoughts are. Maxine, how are we looking right now? What the world is going on? 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. I don't know. The Wizards are going to have to play AD. I'm trying to, behind the scenes right now, I'm trying to look at AD's injury because you can't just sit him to sit him. I mean, well, you could do whatever the hell you want. You know, politics is politics, or politricks as I call it. And it's even worse in the goddamn NBA because how in the hell are you going to have 2 dudes that you don't play to tank? Like, they clearly are tanking, NBA. So what? Yo, hold on. The Washington Wizards are clearly tanking. There's rules in the NBA to try to persuade teams from not tanking. There's not a tank penalty, right? But you can penalize them for sitting star players out. And when you have 2 all-stars like AD and Trae Young, there's protocols that come with that. So I'm trying to figure out right now, what the hell is the update with AD's injury? And is he getting surgery? Because, all right, let me put this on the screen. Because this is what I last remember. This was 3 weeks ago. Mavs Anthony Davis expected to miss 6 weeks, but won't need hand surgery. All right? This was 3 weeks ago. So that means that he only has 3 weeks left. So March and April, he's supposed to be back. Or late this month. He's supposed to be back. This came out 3 weeks ago. All right? So what happens now? Because the last evaluation was he doesn't need surgery. They're going to have to play him and Trae Young. Are they going to be allowed to get away with this, NBA? Call up 646-995-8389. Remember what Dallas did to us a couple of years ago with Derek Lively. How they tanked to make sure they get their pick. And that turned out to be Derek Lively. Imagine if we had Derek Lively now. How much different will we be? Will we even have Mitchell Robinson on this team? Will we even have Towns on this team? What say you? Call up. 646-995-8389. It's a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack. I told you about the Denver Nuggets, okay? And let me see. Did I miss any calls? Because the phone app bugging out. All right. If I miss your call, I will call you back. I do got some callers, all right? Let's see if these brothers will answer the line. Six 646-995-8389. Call up. Voice your opinion.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, caller? State your name. Let the people know where you're calling from.
What's up, man? What's going on? This is Jay. I'm calling from South Beach, Miami.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's go. Knicks fan, right?
Absolutely. All day, every day, fam.
I know. I just got to let them know just because they're here in South Beach.
You can hear the accent. You can hear the accent.
But I had to make sure they knew it because when they hear South Beach, because we do got some Miami Heat fan trolls that troll us. So, but what's up, man? Where you want to go?
I want to go with this the Giannis trade, man. Since you was on that Giannis heavy.
Let's go.
Let's go. Peep it. This is what it is, bro. I wouldn't mind having Giannis. What scares me is this calf injury, man. This is 4 calf injuries in 15 months. And usually you already know what comes after that. You already know it's the ACL. So I don't know if we want to put him. Then with a player like Giannis, he needs his athleticism. So his game doesn't get better as he gets older. You feel me? So he's going to be 32. So we sign him. He's already in the 33, 34, 35s. I get it, but it's a very now thing for me. Then this injury and his game, he ain't got no jumper. He can't shoot from outside. So it's kind of clogging the paint. You feel me? You got Jalen Brunson where he does all his work in the paint. And then you got Giannis in there too. And then Mitch, because most likely Towns will be gone, right? If Giannis comes.
No, there's a world where Towns stays. Some of your other favorite Knicks got to get up out of here.
You think so? I mean, how's that going to happen? I mean,
that can happen.
I don't know, because you got OG making about 42, right? You got Mikal, because those would be the two to go, right? If it ain't Cat, right?
Yep.
So you trying to get rid of OG and you trying to get rid of Mikal. Mikal could go for me. Like OG.
I'm trying to get rid of both of them Negroes. What had they done for us? Where did they take us? What did they win? Are they all NBA?
Hey, I'm just saying though. All right, so let me ask you though. Do you think, well, let me ask you. Another question is, how much do you got to give? So now is it going to be Mikal, OG, Deuce, and Josh Hart? Like, is it going to be all 4 of them?
You mean for Giannis?
Yeah.
Hell no. Did you just see what the AD trade was? Did you just see what happened with the AD trade that just happened? It's not, you don't have to, it's an illusion that you got to give up all of these players. That's not how the NBA works. These guys make too much money. What's going to happen is we get access to 3 picks next summer. We get 3 picks at least next summer access to. Yep.
I get it, but that's a tough one though. So my whole thing, I hear the clock running.
I appreciate you, brother.
Saying, the calf injury though, the calf injury might hurt us in the long run. I'll
respond to that in a second, man. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, my man. Peace. Easy.
Big time. I do got another call. Let me get this brother on the line. He's also been waiting. My bad for the missed call, man. My phone app is just disappeared on me. 646-995-8389. Call up. Voice your opinion. What's going on, brother?
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Charlie Hilario. I'm from New York, Washington Heights. And
Washington Heights.
I represent my 1199 brothers and sisters from SEIU 1199.
Let's go.
And thank you for receiving me. Appreciate it. I was here yesterday.
Oh, you got it. Big time. So, oh, yeah. Okay, got it. I do. Yep, I remember you from yesterday. Go ahead, brother.
Yes. So here's my thing. You know, it would be nice to have Giannis. Again, I don't want our team to break up. So wouldn't it be a good idea if we get Sadiq Bey and Jose Alvarado and that Messi guy, you know? Because we do need size and we do need another ball handler and facilitator. What do you think about that, buddy?
I don't think that you got the package to do it because you're going to have to give up Mitchell Robinson. Are you willing to do that?
Well, we could replace him with the Messi guy, the tall guy from...
Okay, so if you're willing to give up Mitch, you good?
Yeah, for that. Yeah, if we get size, because we need that, you know? And plus, we'll have a deep team. You know what I mean? Because we'll have a good bench and we got good starters. But you know another thing I found out? I heard that Sacramento might put this guy on the buyout, DeMar Rosen, and you know he's got to be a mid-range jumper. So he would be a nice addition as well. What do you think about that?
I would love to get him, but I think that you got a lot of competition. One of your teams you got is the Los Angeles Lakers. You got a lot of competition, and he's from that area. So, yeah, it's not as easy as it takes. We got more breaking news, too. After this call, I got to, oh, my God, the trades are piling up.
Friend, I'm going to stay tuned the whole day just watching this.
Yo, we might have to stay here the whole day, Maxine. Oh, my God.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you, brother. No, you still got time, though. Go ahead. If you want to talk more, you good. You got another minute. Go ahead. I don't want to rush you off.
All right. No, thank you for the opportunity. And like I said, my name is Charlie Hilario. I'm from Washington Heights, Manhattan, representing 799 SEIU, and where I work at is New York Presbyterian.
Big time salute, man. I appreciate you. Salute to everybody from New York Presbyterian. Big time.
Thank you.
No doubt. Big time salute to everybody at work, man, watching the show, man. Yo, it's a lot going on. I got to respond to those brothers' calls. But look, hold on. We got breaking news, y'all. This is crazy. J-Tap, are you excited now? Because he's like, oh, this trade deadline is nothing. Ain't nothing going down. See, what happened is this. The domino fell. Giannis Antetokounmpo, right, has made up his mind, okay? He's coming to New York. I'm just letting y'all know it may not happen before the deadline. But Giannis is coming to New York, brother. Trust me. Because look at the competition. Right now, your stiffest competition is Minnesota. They're another small market team, okay? And I don't believe that. Yeah, I'm trying to get this on the screen. Hold on. I might have to go back to Shams. Let me get back to Shams. Hold on. Let me get the Shams. Let me get the Shams because y'all got to see it. I don't want to explain it without showing it to you. Let me go to Shams. Shams is the man. Oh, man, we got some other stuff. Josh Hart deleting posts? What the hell's going on around here? Yo, man, it's getting spooky around here, man. What the hell? Hold on, we gotta slow it down, y'all. We gotta slow it down, y'all. Hold up. Oh my God, I'm in research mode. Breaking news! I knew that the Philadelphia 76ers had to make a goddamn decision between him or Quentin Grimes, and they chose Quentin Grimes. The Philadelphia 76ers are trading guard Jared McCain to the Oklahoma City Thunder for a 2026 first-round pick and 3 second-round picks. OKC gets Jared McCain to add to the plethora of jump shooters. Yo, listen, y'all. Knicks got to do something. Even if we don't get Giannis now, we got to do something. It's just too much people jockeying around us to get better. It's just too much jockeying around us to get better. Now, Maxine just sent me something. I'm trying to see what the word she sent me. Hold on, let me see. She sent me something about Josh Hart deleting posts. Hold on. Josh Hart post delete. What the hell? Do you put this in the community section? Max? me see something. Because I can't show images. All right, yeah, I saw the McCain. I know McCain. We just talked about McCain. Let me check the community section. Hold on. We work behind the scenes, yo. We got too many updates, y'all. It's getting spooky out here, y'all. It's getting. I don't know. Oh, I gotta read the tweet. Let me read the tweet. I can't get it on the screen. Let me see. So this ain't really nothing, man. You can't take Josh Hart serious. Max, you can't take Josh Hart serious. You posting it? If you post it, I'll share it. While she posted, I'm gonna respond to what the caller said, right? They said a lot. They said the calf injury. Once again, we got the best medical staff in basketball. Casey Smith is doing a great job. He has you guys thinking in your heart, mind, body, and soul that OG Anunoby is the pillar of health. But a lot of you guys don't remember that the year before he only played 50 games. He has 4 seasons where he didn't play over 50 games. He missed the entire season, his first season coming into the league. OG Anunoby hasn't been the pillar of health. He hasn't been. Mitchell Robinson is another guy who you guys love who hasn't been the pillar of health. Another thing, usually the calf sprain turns into the Achilles because guys are playing on bad calves. Do you want me to go to the examples again? Tyrese Halliburton, he was in the playoffs. He played on the bad calf. We knew it was going to happen or what could happen because we saw it happen twice before. Dame Lillard, same thing in the postseason. In the playoffs, he played on a bad calf. Turned into the Achilles. Jason Tatum, big game, down 3-1 in the playoffs, giving it your all. Instead of sitting out like he would have if it was the regular season, he played and it turned into an Achilles. Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? The reason why his 4 calf incidents didn't turn into an Achilles is because he does not play on the sprain. Once he sprains it, he stops playing. Okay? Now, I question the seriousness of his last calf sprain, being that he wants out of Milwaukee, and usually players use injuries as tools to not play. So don't think that that may not be in play. Now, I'm not saying the brother's not hurt. I'm not trying to put a fake injury on him, but I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case because we've seen players do this in the past. Another thing, too, that they spoke about, breaking up the team. I kind of mentioned that on the call. I mean, what has OG Anunoby won? Like, this is real talk. For you to be so strong in keeping OG Anunoby, you got to show me why he's better to keep than getting Giannis Antetokounmpo. You got to show me more than the cat. Now, one good point they said was the age. That's the best argument for us to not trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The age is the best argument for us to not want to trade the Antetokounmpo. But the tweet is up, so let me get the tweet up there because I know y'all want to see the tweet. But I'm warning y'all, it's Josh Hart. All right? It's Josh Hart, and you cannot take him seriously. I'm just telling you, I'm just letting you know, you cannot take Mr. Hart seriously. There's been a lot of times Twitter has gone viral for Josh Hart. So Josh Hart, he posted this and deleted this amid the trade news flurry. Okay. What does that mean? That's what he posted. A lot of trades. Dudes is getting, the deadline is tomorrow, right? So the deadline is tomorrow. So that's why you've seen the plethora of moves that we've seen this afternoon. Guys who've been talking about getting traded have been getting traded. And so Josh Hart posted, does this mean something? Are we going to see the Roommates podcast shipped out of New York City? I don't know. What say you? It's getting spooky around here. As far as Josh Hart, right? You know, I don't think he gets traded. Unless Milwaukee says, yo, we want Josh Hart. I mean, I don't know if Milwaukee wants Josh Hart. I don't see him being the deciding factor in the trade. Okay? Like in my mind, I don't see, give us Josh Hart. Because I'm gonna show you something, right? I'm gonna show you something. Because you guys, you have this false impression of how the league works. The league doesn't work this way, bro. It doesn't work. Like, if you want fair, go to a carnival. Wait a minute. Did we just get some news on SGA? This guy Shams. Does Shams sleep? God damn it, this guy Shams. SGA, he sustained an abdominal strain, and he will be reevaluated following the All-Star break. Wow. So SGA is going to miss the All-Star game. Does OG Anunoby get a shot now? You got to do something. If y'all want me to say I'm not trading him for Giannis, he got to do. Could he at least make it to the All-Star team? He's international. You don't got that many international guys left. I was going to get into the politics of it, too. I'm not. But does SGA not being in the All-Stars give OG Anunoby a shot? Might have to do a level-headed Knicks talk on that later, Maxine. We might have to do another show. This is getting spooky around here. There's a lot going on. But I want to show y'all something about the money, okay? Really, really quickly, if I could show y'all something about the money. The reason why the money is an issue, and Max, I think we might have to do a third show because there might be something that goes down today. Why is this not working? What the hell is going on around here? I don't understand why my internet's so slow. It's weird. It's like the internet is broken right now. Everybody is on NBA websites. We can't access them. I just wanted to show y'all the money in the trade, how ridiculous it will be for the Knicks to trade their entire starting lineup for Giannis. Like, there's no way you could do it. Like, financially, it just wouldn't happen like that, especially during the season. Now, maybe in the offseason, it might could happen. But even then, you still got to come up with a lot of money. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let me try to get it back. Let me try to get it back. Let me try to get it back. Hold on. When one browser fails, you go to another one. Let's see. All right, cool. So look, I want to try to propose a trade, all right? Hopefully this thing loads up. If it doesn't, I'm just going to do the math. All right, let me just do the math because it's not loading. Towns makes $53 million. What the trade machines don't tell you is that OG Anunoby has a 15% trade kicker, which adds an additional $6 million to his salary in the deal. So OG's salary going out will become $44 million. Okay? So OG might want to get traded because he gets that trade kicker. Anyway, so you're looking at $44 million. You add him and Towns together, that's just under $100 million in salary. If you add Bridges' salary to that, that's $125 million. I don't know why that took so long. That's very weird. That took mad long to open up, right? Let's see if it will build teams. If not, I'm just not going to use it, right? Mikal Bridges makes $25 million. So now you're looking at well over $125 million in salary going out for Giannis Antetokounmpo. How are you going to replicate that additional $70 million? That's not the way trades works, ladies and gentlemen. You do not have to trade 3 guys for one. What it would be is Mikal and OG, and then Bridges goes to a third team. I wanted it to be Portland, but Portland shut it down because Portland doesn't want Mikal Bridges. That was the latest report. They wanted him years ago. They don't want him now. So that's just the way it works, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going on with Sports Track. Sports Track is really laggy right now, and maybe there's just a lot of people on here trying to make up mock trades. I don't know. But let's see if it'll let us do it. So if I add all of these guys there, right, it's going to be way too much salary. Okay? It's going to be way too much salary, but it's not showing. You see that? $63 million. I'm just trying to show you that the logic you guys are coming up with that's not how the trade would look. Financially, it couldn't be this way. So you would take Towns off, right? And boom. Okay. Oh, well, hold on. Let me. This thing is just moving too goddamn slow. Nonetheless, if I took Towns off and I had OG and Bridges, I could send Bridges to a third team, it'll be a lot easier to do. That's all I was trying to show you guys. But yeah, the logic that, you got to give up your team for Giannis, it's crazy to me. It doesn't make sense. As far as the other trade that they said, Saddiq Bey, I don't think we have a chance to get Saddiq Bey. I don't think the Pelicans would take the Yabusele. Nobody wants Yabusele, y'all. So if you're not trading Mitchell Robinson, you're not getting Saddiq Bey. Now, how many of you guys are willing to do the Saddiq Bey deal for Mitchell Robinson? I'm telling you right now, I don't want to trade Mitchell Robinson. Nope. Big time salute to the Mitchettes. I don't want to trade Mitchell Robinson unless I'm getting Giannis. That's my caveat. If I'm getting Giannis, anybody can go. I don't give a damn. But if I'm not getting Giannis, why would I trade Mitchell Robinson? Hopefully, I'm praying, Jalen Brunson prayer. I'm praying that tonight, Mitchell Robinson shows up so he can show Leon Rose, you're going to have to pay me. Put that pressure on Leon. You're going to have to pay me or trade me right after this goddamn game. But look, man, we'll be back with more tonight. I'm glad I rock with you. We'll be here for the post-game call-up show. What a great show. Big time salute to everybody in the building. And until next time, as always, let's go